Welcome back to FilmBook Review. Today we're reviewing the 2025 Locarno Film Festival film A Balcony in Limoges, directed by Jérôme Reybaud and starring Fabienne, Anne-Lise Heimburger, Antonin Battendier, Patrice Gallet, and Lorena Celine. This is A Balcony in Limoges movie review, and there will be spoilers. Let's get into it. Jérôme Reybaud creates some interesting situations and gives them a realistic edge, followed by a shocking resolve in the dark film A Balcony in Limoges. With a simple storyline and complex characters, A Balcony in Limoges feels true to life in many instances, and although its ultimately harrowing ending is a bit disturbing considering the earlier events, there's no denying the power of the intensity in the film's pitch-black premise. This picture resolves around a woman named Gladys who is in her 50s and has a lot of unresolved issues. Gladys is found in her car one day with vomit on the window by an old friend from school, an assistant nurse named Eugénie. Eugénie tries to help Gladys, not knowing who she is at first. Then, when they recognize each other, Gladys reveals she lives in her car most of the time while accepting help from a friend or two in town now and then. Eugénie has the goodwill to want to help Gladys given her unusual situation, and the two begin to bond. Eugénie's son becomes an unwilling participant in the strange connection between Gladys and Eugénie. Men come over to Eugénie's place, and the two women dance and set themselves free as Eugénie begins to understand how Gladys could live the lifestyle she has grown accustomed to. However, Eugénie offers Gladys help in the form of a social worker and an attempt to get her some kind of welfare, but Gladys refuses. Gladys wants to live her carefree existence, which has its pluses and minuses. While Eugénie suggests that Gladys get a job, the plot is further complicated. By the time the film arrives at a scene with Eugénie packing up a trash bag or two, we get to see where she really stands on the matter of friendship and helping others. Eugénie supposedly cares a bit about Gladys, but the plot becomes something of a competition between the two characters. Perhaps Eugénie made out better in life, but Gladys is breaking the rules of the system, which frustrates Eugénie immensely. Let's not mention the unusual bond formed between Eugénie's son and Gladys. The titular balcony has much significance to the storyline, but I'll leave you to discover what exactly happens when Eugénie decides to take matters into her own hands on that very balcony. Fabienne is believable in every nuance of her difficult performance. Though one may see exaggerations in the characterization, the fact that Gladys has been able to get away with certain freedoms makes her intriguing as a character. Those exaggerations become more realistic as the plot goes on, and we learn some of the circumstances behind the action she's taken in terms of how and why she's chosen to live her life. The interaction between Babet and Anne-Lise Heimburger is so volatile you could cut the tension with a knife. You won't know if Heimburger's character is to be trusted or not, and the actress is certainly up to the challenge of making the audience unable to predict which way she'll turn next. A Balcony in Limoges offers frightening propositions in terms of the way it portrays supposed one-time friends. Maybe they were always just acquaintances, but no good deed goes unpunished, and then some in this frighteningly bleak morality tale. Watching Heimburger tossing around trash bags as a ticket to some kind of personal freedom is fascinating, but much more disturbing when you learn what the contents of those bags are. This movie is one of the more compelling films about a person trying to help someone less fortunate, because there's no candy coating here, just a disturbing glimpse inside a very dark side of the human condition. My two criticisms are the film's abbreviated length and the lack of much morality in Heimburger's otherwise spot-on performance. But these flaws hardly lessen the impact of this curiosity piece of a film that will surely provoke an audience response. And that brings us to the conclusion of this A Balcony in Limoges movie review. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below. If you enjoyed this review, hit like and subscribe to the channel. For the latest movie and TV news, sign up for our daily newsletter or download the FilmBook Android app for instant alerts. Links are in the description. Thanks for watching, and you can check out one of these reviews next.